Last time we created a Firestore event that would communicate to Cloud Run. So we created a new document and it would send that document to Cloud Run and we had to process it. This time what I want to do is I actually want to update that document and send it back to Firestore. So that way we could process documents, do some logic on them, and then write back to Firestore when we have an update, all using Dart. So today what I would like to do is start by using this FireDart package. Whenever you find the package on pub.dev, just do your research, make sure it's what you want. So we'll say dart pub add FireDart. This package works for this instance, but it may not work for you. So what we'll start with doing is grabbing a reference to Firestore. So I'll just initialize it here. And I'm very bad at spelling initialize. So I'm just going to copy it out of the documentation. Initialize, there we go. Whoops, too much. Initialize, oh, and I forgot to import it. So we'll say import FireDart, and then we'll give it our project ID, which I believe is Firestore. Okay, events, Dart. Your project ID will obviously be different, but then we want to also use the application default credentials, which it just reads straight from the Cloud Run instance. So now that we have that saved, let's go down here. And last time we actually got the document that we want to update from the Cloud Event header. So if you remember correctly, our get doc from header is a CE document, and the CE document references the document that I just created. So here you can see right here, that's the document path. So we'll be using that here. So what I do is right now I grab the test value, which is coming from the test field of my document. And I want to first make sure that it's there. So if test value does not equal null, then I would like to, actually I wonder if we can just check on the fields dot has something with, I think it's contains, yeah, it contains key. So what we could do is actually delete that and say if fields dot contains, oops, let's call this fields. If fields dot contains key, and then we say the key was test. We're going to do some processing. So then we can say doc, or I guess we could say fields dot, nope, test dot string value. And we know it's there because we just do the check above. So I'm going to put that exclamation point to say that I know it's there. So then we'll say var test value. And then I want to eventually update the test value with an uppercase. So we'll create a yelling robot today. So test value equals test value dot uppercase. And then we want to push this to Firestore. So we have that Firestore reference from before. We will get the document, which we can get from the path, which is coming from our get doc from header. So we'll say final doc path equals, great. And then we'll change this to doc path. And then we want to update that. So the value that we want to update is test. And we want to update it to the yelling value, which is test value. Yep. And then let's just make sure that it ran. So we'll do print run success. And if it fails, we'll say print run fail. All right, so that looks like everything that we want to do. Can I ignore this error? I imagine it's probably fine. So now let's push this to Google Cloud and make sure that it all works. So I'm just using the same build command that I used last time. It's going to build the container and then upload that image to Cloud Run, replacing the service that we built last time. So it's all going to exist on the same endpoint. We don't have to set up event arc. We don't have to do any of that, finagling that we did last time. It's just hopefully going to work. So fingers crossed, it's going to work. It's going to be amazing. So that's what we're going to try now. So it's building. Oh, I always get a little anxious when it takes a little while to build. Makes me feel like something went wrong. I'm just going to say I'm going to cut right here because it's going to take a while. So if it seems like a jump cut, it's because it took a while to build. Hey, look at that. It's done. So we're back. I am coming over to Firestore events, and I'm going to create a new document. We'll give it the name test, and we will give it the value of lowercase. So hopefully it will all go uppercase. Hey, look at that. That was actually really fast. Did you see that? I looked at the camera, and when I looked back, it had already changed. Let's try that again. Add document, auto ID, test. Hey, world. Whoa, that was super quick. That did it before it even wow, it must be because the container's already spun up. Test. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow, that was lightning fast. So, yeah, it looks like everything worked. Error handling must accept. Looks like there's an issue with error handling. We can worry about that in the future. That's a problem for future me. So yeah, thanks for checking this out, checking out this video. If you like it, subscribe, send it to someone that might like it, that wants to run Dart for Firestore events. And yeah, thank you so much. Toodles.